an aeroplane initially at rest undergoes a constant acceleration of 10 meters per second square down the runway for 80 seconds before taking off. How far does it travel down the runway before taking off? You know that aeroplane used to gain velocity before airborne. So now they are now asking us from this question the distance it has traveled before the airborne. So let's solve now. The formula we will use to calculate the distance before the airborne is this formula, which says S equals to U T plus half a t square, where S stands for the distance it has traveled, while U is the initial velocity of the plane, which is 0 because it was parked before. Then T is the time it has taken the plane to move that distance before airborne. Then A is the acceleration, why it is now trying to gain that velocity before the airborne. Then T is still the same time. Now from this, from the question we are given time, which is T equals to 80 seconds. Then what again have we been given? Then initial velocity is equals to 0 because it was parked, because they say aeroplane initially at rest. That means when it is at rest now, there was no velocity, therefore initial velocity will be what? 0. Now let's continue. Now we have our S, which is the distance they are asking us it travels, which is equals to the initial velocity, which is 0 because it was at rest, times the time 80 it has taken the plane to move before airborne, that is before lifting up, plus half multiplied by acceleration. Acceleration is also given, which is 10 meters per second square. Our time is 80 seconds. Now times 10, which is our acceleration, times the t, which is our time, 80 seconds square. Now let's continue. 0 times 80 is 0, plus half times 10 times 80 times 80, because 80 squared is 80 times 80, which is 0 has gone, 0 is nothing, which is now half times what? Using our calculator now, we will now have 80. When we multiply everything, 1 times 10 times 80 times 80, we now have 6,000. We now have 6,000, 64,000. We now have 64,000 all over 2. And when we divide this 64,000, what do we have? We will now have 32,000 meters. So now the plane traveled 32,000 meters before gaining the velocity which it will use to lift up, which we call airborne. Please, I still ask you to subscribe at my YouTube channel. I beg you do that and hit the notification bell so that any video I post you receive it. Thank you so much for watching.